Yo, yo, yo. Oh, shoot. My gold trade is coming back on me. Maybe I should kill this. That barely ran new highs. We'll hang in. Whatever. It's a 1 micro gold trade anyway. So how we doing tonight, guys? How was your trading day? Good evening. Oh, wow. We got a lot of people over here in the vertical stream. Race to Wins. Red, what's going on? Kelly. Piter. Faye. How's everybody doing? Brady. Who else is here? I can't even tell. John, CB, Slim, Rich Girl Mel, Just Ain't Right, Francois, how we doing? Leo, Jeff. How did everybody trade today? What's up, Mr. Long Shorts? How are ya? What's up, Nep? What's up, Paul? Yeah, I'm going to hang in there. I mean, it's 1 micro. I still like the longs overall. I like the longs back up into, I guess the bottom side. Just so you guys can see, I did finally draw some levels on gold for you. We kind of have held support here. That's why I'm in this long. I'm anticipating a test of this 200, this wick down at some point. So I'm still leaning. I'm bullish on gold tonight. It's just a matter of where's the entry for me. That's going to be the question. So I don't know if I got in a little bit too early, but we are long right now. Looks like it might want a VWAP test once more, which is going to get me out of this trade. My stop's just above VWAP right now. So yeah, how'd you guys do today? Tonight, once again, we are doing a 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway. Exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into that drawing, which we will announce at the end of the stream. Killed it, 3,500 in profits, day trader. Nice. What's up, Charles? Those of you that are in the vertical stream and want the better viewing experience, pop on over to the horizontal stream on my channel, the one that does not have mobile in the title. That's where most people are going to be hanging out tonight. If you guys could, smash that thumbs up button for me. It really does help the channel. As you saw last night, we went over 4.5K subs. This morning, I woke up and we had lost over 30 subscribers from last night's stream. So, giveaways, it's kind of like a give and take, right? Like, while they help the channel, sometimes they hurt it in that fashion where people just come in for the giveaways, which is fine. I fully anticipate that. Damn, bots. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was like mass exodus. That's the biggest loss in subscribers my channel has had since we started. For sure. So, actually on this gold trade, I'm targeting way up here. This is R1 pivot on gold. That wick is sitting at 200. I'm kind of just front running that wick a little bit on this trade. We might be in this thing all night. So, we'll see what happens. But because everybody wants me to trade gold, I'm trading gold tonight. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm doing. These are the levels I have on gold. If you guys want to mark them on your charts, that's entirely up to you. But I did go through and mark up some levels today on gold strictly for this reason. So if you trust my levels, even though I never trade gold, I never look at a gold chart hardly. These are the levels that I have on gold. Go ahead and mark them down. Francois, not a great evening for gold. We'll see. I'm expecting gold to come back up in here into this. I just don't know if we want to come down here and test this support level down here. Again, at about 110, 109, somewhere around there. So I could get stopped out of my trade, but I will probably get into another one. I don't trust myself enough to trade minis just yet on gold, so it is going to be micros, but we might scale in. But I'm obviously not going to let the first entry go negative on me either. So this is my trade. We'll see if I can, we'll see if we get one more sweep below these lows Test this one red candle that's kind of sandwiched in all this green and see if we can get a hold. I don't mind where we're consolidating either. Right below 150. That means if we can get above these wicks up here, these highs, run this double top high, I think we could get a nice little move. Indie Burn MGC is enough to pay like a mini. Yeah, I guess if you go on with the right size. I mean, what am I up on this position? I'm up about $80, $77 on the position right now. So, yeah, Ms. Rain, I know enough people antagonize me about it. So unfortunately, because I'm trading it, guys, here's what's going to happen. It's going to go completely sideways all night. Because that's just what happens to me every time I go live. What's up, George? Everybody's coming in and sees me trading gold and freaks out. Oh, that's funny. I know. I don't know if... I don't know what I'm doing on gold. So everything is just kind of technical analysis and... and crossing my fingers and closing my eyes, you know? Gee, Pepsi, NQ, we're kind of sitting at 300, aren't we? This is the NQ DOM over here if you guys are interested and want to see it. It looks like we got some decent size above. So we got 300 sitting at 320. And what is this up here at 42? 68 at 42. What's up, John? I know everybody, I'm on gold and everybody's freaking out. Read on NQ. Let's see here. I really don't have anything till all-time highs on NQ. I'll be honest with you. At this point, we've already retraced the entire sell-off. It's looking like all-time highs. I would think probably this 520 area is probably your next long side target. Like on the higher time frame, like if you're holding overnight and into tomorrow, I would say 520 would be a pretty good target if you're in a long from earlier on a swing position. I wouldn't mind a retest of this for a possible bounce long, but you're going to need to see 50 points of downside before I even be interested in trading NQ or getting in a position. Put my stop at 41.33 and I'll be fine. Oh geez. Do I listen to this? Oh gosh. You're saying below this? Below central pivot? I mean, I guess it's not that much risk, so might as well. All right, I'm trusting you, Indian Burn. I'm trusting you. What's up, Design? Still liking any shit? Yeah, Design, I thought about you today, brother. I definitely thought about you today when the market just kept grinding higher. For sure. Yeah, Indian Burn, what do you... I mean, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Do the levels look pretty good on gold? You would know better than me, I would think. All I did was look at, you know, where bounces were and where rejections were. And I did what made sense. This is a 30-minute gold chart here. Flame, so we already kind of got the bounce play is what I'm seeing, right? We put in consolidation just above all these prior bounces here and rejections here. So we already reclaimed, retested, and we held above. So my bias is long until technically we get up into this level. You know, up into this. And I was late to the party, so I had to join later than normal. So I just waited till we got back above VWAP, and then I hit the long. What's up, Autumn? How are you? We got about 70 people in here right now. If you haven't yet, we are giving away a 50K Take Profit Trader account this evening. Exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into the drawing that we will do at the end of the stream. Just like last night, you will need to be present at the end of the stream in order to claim the prize. You will have to type something in the chat in order to do so. I might be in this trade a while here, guys. We aren't getting much movement, are we? On anything, really. Nasdaq's going sideways. Gold's going sideways now. What is Prop Shop, iJazz? I'm not sure. Anybody in the chat know what Prop Shop is? Man, we are chilling. It's a prop firm? A new prop firm? Prop Shop. All right, let me do a little research here while I'm waiting for the market to do something. Prop Shop is the name of it. PropShopTrader.com, is that what it is? Let's look at this. Oh man, look at this website. Oh man. Choose your path to weekly payouts. Do you want the Warrior, the evaluation program, or the Gladiator, the direct to payouts? The direct to funded. 90% off? I mean, they're showing payouts. I don't know. I'll have to do a little more research, obviously, after the stream. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. All right. Looks like giveaway is working. We got just over 20 entries so far. All right. That's good. Paul, you have 2 fundeds with them? Yeah, I don't know much about any of the newer props. Like, I've heard about Funded Next, obviously. I know about what Funding Ticks. I've heard about them. But beyond that, I don't know a whole lot of the newer props. I don't know about them. Not enough to be affiliated with them or anything like that. Oh, geez. One of my key lights is out. Sorry, guys. I'm in the dark. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. All right. That should be better. Okay, we got about 80 people in here now. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to the stream. First and foremost, I hope your trading day went well. We are doing a 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway this evening. Exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into the drawing that we'll do at the end of the stream. You will need to be here at the end of the stream in order to claim your prize if you do win. If you're not here, we'll give you a couple minutes to respond, but then we will select a new winner if you're not here to claim your prize. So we'll do the drawing tonight at 10:30. We'll do it a little bit earlier so that everybody's not having to stay up super late. So we'll do it here in about an hour and 40 minutes or so. Tesiro, there's just no, you're so close to all-time highs. You're in that slow grind all-time high price action, and especially during the Asia session, you're just really not going to get a whole lot. But thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. You guys make my nights really enjoyable, actually. We have an amazing trading community that we're building here. I can't thank you all enough for being a part of it and tuning in each and every night. The channel growth has been amazing. Hey, and we'll get to I think we'll get to celebrate 4.5K subs again. We'll get to do the milestone again in about 22 subscribers. So if you're lurking in the background and want to get my channel to a milestone, hit that subscribe button, !West in the chat. We'll enter you into a drawing for a free account from TakeProfitTrader. I will throw in the caveat, if you do pass the evaluation portion, you will have to pay the activation fee, which is $130. Unfortunately, I wish that wasn't the case. I think if they're doing account giveaways, they should be account giveaways. And not, hey, here's a test. But like I said, I have zero control over that. Anybody else in a trade right now? Let me know. Roland, you're an MGC? Yeah, Indian Burn, I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not entirely upset with my entry, right? You know, if I'm looking at this right, I'm seeing a bull flag here on the tail end of what, a W pattern. Guys, when I, like earlier in my trading days, my friends used to call these W patterns. They would say a breakout from the W off the bull flag was a Wesley, and a failure at the W, at the peak of the W on the right-hand side, was a Wieland. They'd call it a Wesley or a Wieland. I was like, you guys are ridiculous. You guys are absolutely ridiculous. So every time I see that W pattern in the charts, I think about that. All right, we got almost 90 people in here now. What's up, Paul? How are you? I do like if we get the breakout to the top side here. I wouldn't mind an ad almost. I'm right there with you, Indian Burn. I mean, once we clear this, we've got room all the way up to really 170, I think would be the next like real area of concern. But it's got to get aggressive through there. Indian Burn with MGC, you try to get 10 MGC by the time it runs. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's why I kind of went light with one micro. So I mean, I'm only up what, $75 roughly, $74 currently on the position. I mean, but you think about that, if that's a mini, that's $800, you know. Please check gold chart on the Discord. Oh, you're saying we're battling that resistance right now, is Jazz? Yeah, I think we can get back above. I really do. Just got to get through this volume shelf here on the profile is all. Yeah, Indian Burn. I would say 70 is 70 is probably the next area of like real concern where you might want to start trailing your stop for sure. Otherwise, I would say just let it breathe. Man, am I glad I'm not trading NQ, guys. Holy. NQ is just doing a whole lot of nothing. Flame. Bitcoin? I don't know. I haven't looked at a Bitcoin chart in a while. I don't really trade cryptos. I don't do a whole lot of analysis on Bitcoin. I don't. What is Bitcoin at right now even? Paul, yeah, I'm long on, well, micro gold contract right now. I'm one micro long from 41.36. So I'm up a little over $100, $111 on the position right now. I'm holding all the way up till 80, just above 85. I've got resistance on gold. The next area of real resistance sitting here at, what is this, 80, 88. So I'm kind of front running that a little bit. We do have R1 pivot on gold sitting at 84. But honestly, once we get up towards 70, I'll start trailing. If we get up towards 70. Let me preface that. Gall, have you ever traded futures on roast beef? Wait, what? Huh? No, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever traded futures on roast beef. All right, 95 people in here tonight. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we are doing a 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway. Exclamation point West in the chat. We'll enter you into that drawing that we'll do at the end of the stream. We'll do it at like 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, so in about an hour and a half. You will need to be here in order to claim your prize, though. Yeah, Pieter, I'm glad I am trading gold tonight. I'll say that. I'm glad I'm trading something that's at least moving a little bit, right? What's up, Rick? How are you? Futures Trader 20, you still have a runner on NQ from 280? I mean, 20 points, that's not bad. What's up, Olivier? How are you? Paul, you will not be present at that time? Yeah, I feel you. Doing the Asia session streams has really jacked up my sleeping schedule, for sure. I wonder how many people tried to short the market today. Any of you guys try to short the market today, thinking we're gonna get back-to-back red days for the first time in a while? Yeah, Pieter. The Dom's on NQ just for, because a lot of my community obviously trades NQ because I mainly trade NQ. That's why I have this here, so that you guys can see it, where the orders are in the books. A lot of the people here will probably be in an NQ trade. So it's more for them. I don't know that the Dom's going to really do a whole lot for me on gold, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. I don't know what kind of size is put on there. Oh, man, nice little smack off 150 there. Yikes. Get back up there, gold. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, guys, if you could, make sure you smash that thumbs up button for me. It really does help out the channel. We got about 100 people in here right now. Graveyard, you only shorted the day off pivots. Yeah, I didn't touch pivots. I only made about $800 today. I was long, and my trading plan was good this morning pre-market, but I wasn't able to hold a position for some reason. It kept coming back on me. Melvin, so you've got, well, let me zoom in here so I can explain what you're seeing here. So the bubbles that you see here are aggressive buyers and sellers. These are the orders on the books that are resting at a certain price. The darker the color over here, the higher the volume. And so what I'm looking for on the DOM is when price gets into an area of interest for me. Wow, gold's kind of moving around a little bit here. I'm looking for either aggressive buyers or sellers to be pushing price in one direction and to not be able to move price past the level that I'm looking at. In other words, support and resistance. So like we're kind of in the middle of nowhere for me on NQ. I really don't have anything until all-time highs. So you're probably just going to get one of these random pump ups and then chop for a while and then another stair step up and then chop for a while. That's probably going to be tonight's trading on NQ. It's going to be slow. Your entry was technically down here. And that was right at the close, right before the close. I'm not interested in executing anywhere in this. Because it just could get really choppy just below all-time highs. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for absorption or exhaustion in the aggressive buying or selling. At least that's how I read it. I can't speak for everybody, right? Other people might interpret things a little bit differently. Well, let's see. Am I still in this trade? Yes, I still am in the trade. You trade the 30-second chart on gold, Jeff? That's got to be chaos. Yeah, cheers, Melvin. What's up, Albert? How are you? Welcome to the community. Like I said, those of you that are in the vertical stream, if you want a little better viewing experience and where most of the people are hanging out, there is another live stream on my channel that does not have the word mobile in the title. It's a little better viewing experience, and that's where the chat is far more active. So feel free to click on that other live stream on my channel and pop on over to the horizontal stream. There we go. All right. Finally got that break above. Let's hope it's not just a quick sweep and rejection. Let's hope it just keeps going. What's up, Martin? Yeah, I know. I took one look at NQ and saw it chopping around psych level 300, and I was like, no thanks. I'll hop on gold and see what we can do here. Yeah, we'll see, Pieter. I mean, I'm hoping that it keeps going. But it could have been the sweep up for a little bit more downsized. Yeah, Indian Burn, and I know the big boys have 5K as a long-term target on gold too. So until we hit 5K, I will have a bullish bias, a bullish sentiment overall. Man, what's going on NQ? Who's throwing orders around over here? You got an 82 at 310. You got 54 at like 317. Oh, they're jumping. They're jumping around. And then you've got 400 orders sitting up here around 320. Damn, everybody's freaking out because I'm trading gold. That's so funny. I had to appease people, you know? What's up, Juicebox? How are ya? Hey, thanks for the sub, Raquel. Appreciate you. Is it Raquel or Rochelle? All right, here we go. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, so here was my read, guys. This was my read tonight and why I got in. I saw the weekly point of control sitting here at 130, right? We tested below and swept below, and we got back and held above. We got back above VWAP for the current session and held above. I had that level down here that seemed to reclaim, retest, and hold. So all signs were pointing up for me. Technical analysis wise, right? Hey, Albert, futures is a new thing for you? I think you'll like futures. It's a lot of leverage. So definitely start out on micro contracts if you're going to be trading futures. Pick a symbol that you like. I would recommend if you're going to trade US index futures, probably start out on ES or YM, something that moves a little bit slower than the NAS. I would stay away from gold. I would highly recommend staying away from gold if you're if you're starting out right now. But we're chilling in this position. Chilling. My target's way higher. Yeah, Nep. So this is the NQ DOM over here. So for all you NQ traders, this is what you're seeing. Size above. And honestly, we have size all the way up above 500 now. So without a whole lot below us. Indian Burn Gold is a big boys technical analysis game. Does that mean I'm a big boy, Indian Burn? Is that what that means? Hey, what's up, Goldilocks? Oh, nice. Rick, 42. I mean, yeah. We could definitely get to 4,200 tonight. There's a few areas of concern before 4,200, but that is, I mean, overall, that is the target, right? Like, here's a 30-minute gold chart. That would be the downside right here. That would be this wick that you'd be testing. You definitely could get there. I've got resistance sitting just below that at like 188. Would be the next area that I would watch. You got a little bit here at 170. 170 to 175. I'm targeting 185. I'm just front running that resistance level. So we'll probably be sitting in this trade the whole stream. If you're just tuning in, we got about 110 people in here. Exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into that drawing for the TakeProfitTrader 50K account giveaway at the end of the stream. Welcome all new people. Like I said, if you're in the vertical format stream, feel free to click on the other live stream on my channel, the one that does not have mobile in the title, the word mobile in the title, and that'll be the little bit better viewing experience. Definitely more people hanging out in the horizontal stream rather than the vertical. But thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for making me feel good about my gold trade. We're up almost $200 on the position on one micro long. All right, let's see if we can get the retest of 50 for a possible add here. It might just run away from us, and that's fine. I won't be adding if it's just going to continue to rocket ship higher. Albert, I'm on the 1 minute chart on gold right now. This is the 1 minute chart. I guess at this point, I'm just going to trail VWAP here. There's no reason to let this trade go red if it does slam back down for some reason with some crazy news. Francois, you wish you had that patience? This is just lots of screen time, right? Like those of you that have been trading a while, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you first start trading, you're so quick and so in and out of trades a lot because you know you're feeling emotions, you're feeling nervous. As you progress and you start targeting something a little bit bigger, wider targets, you learn to deal with pullbacks a lot better. You know, you look at them more as, okay, would I get into another position here? And that's your ad spot, right? So things start slowing down for you a little bit as time goes on. I assure you. Yeah, J-Trade, I'm trading gold right now. I'm on micros. I'm in 1 micro long on gold right now. I don't normally trade gold, so I'm not comfortable putting up on a ton of size. Yeah, you almost become... Yeah, Goldilocks, you almost become... Do you, like, people say they call me, like, an intraday swing trader because of the way we hold positions as time goes on, you know? You're not really a swing trader. You're still a day trader. You just are holding for an hour and a half rather than 10 seconds, you know? What's up, Jeff? Albert, how long have I been trading? 4.5 years. I've been trading 4.5 years. Sheesh, guys. I wish this was a mini. I'd be up $2,000 right now. I can't think like that, though. Let's see. 120 people in here currently. Numbers still climbing. Oh, Rick. So I use my levels for targets. So I've got a level sitting here at like 188. So I'm front running that by a few points. There's also a pivot sitting just below there at 185. So my target's at, well, here. Is that better? Now you can see where my target is. Alex, are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Oh, man. Nobody. You passed today, Mehmet Ali? Nice, congrats, GG's. With Top Step, you have, I mean, really, you have forever, technically, right? They will just rebill you if you don't activate it before the rebill date. So technically, you have forever. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate you. Hey, thanks for the sub, Wesley. I am Wesley. Thanks for the sub, Marco. Appreciate you. Those of you that are just tuning in, like I said, we are doing a 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway this evening. Exclamation point West in the chat will enter you into that drawing that we'll do at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. So in about an hour and 15 minutes. How did I get better at managing drawdown, Albert? So I've always had tight risk. Trading, you'll learn more and more, is about risk management. Limit your downside is the best I can say. My risk per trade on, normally I'm trading the Nasdaq index. So I'm normally risking 20 to 25 points, or about $400 per mini. Sovereignty. When I trade gold, I'm in and out quickly. But Sovereignty, it likes to trend. Looking at the higher time frame charts on gold, it does like to trend for periods of time. So the in and out, you can make a lot of money if you're trading some size. But I think it's a good swing position, like a good swing symbol. Like you could swing trade it pretty well. Flame, how to be consistently profitable. You want to know what the trick is? Every day that your first trade is green, tell yourself that you're not going to let that day go red. No matter what, it's a bottom line. It's almost like gambling, you know, like when you go to the casino or something and you hit early, you put part of that away and say, okay, this is going to be a green day. Learn to accept small red days. Accept the small losing days is the next big thing. But the biggest thing is once you're green on the day, do not go red. Sedge, can you hold trades overnight? Yeah, so the futures markets, the new day technically starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, and you can hold with most props if you're trading with prop firms until at least 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard the following day. So you can hold for 23 hours technically if you open a trade right at 6 and close it at well, you could hold it till 5 if you really wanted to, if it's on a personal. The margins change if you're holding across multiple days, if you're on a personal account or a live account. So you just have to keep that in mind too. Like you have to have a certain amount of money in your balance in your account in order to hold positions for more than a day. Base hits add up, Goldilocks. Yeah, there's people who are really good at scalping, right? I'm not one of those people. I'm much better at holding my positions for a longer period of time and holding for those wider, higher time frame targets. I wish I was a better scalper. I'm just not. Yeah, averaging down on DCAing. Yeah, you don't. That's a slippery slope, right? You'd much rather be adding to winners rather than adding to losers, because you got to know when you're wrong too. Yeah, Nimburn, I'm thinking about an ad here. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens. Oh, invisible. Yeah, I mean, that's the natural progression of trading. So you're not alone. That's how we all started. You know, those first few months are really nerve-wracking, right? Especially when you have something on the line, when you actually have real money on the line. It definitely, your psychology is a huge part of it. Your emotions are a huge part of it. George NQ is moving since I mean, NQ's moved 17 points since I've been live. I don't know. Gold's definitely moving more. Goldilocks. So the gold mini contracts are GC and the micro contracts are MGC. It's so hard to continue on without some sort of reinforcement. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're in a losing streak, there's nothing quite like it. You definitely begin to question things for sure. Nice, Invisible. Nice. Just take it slow. Like when you're starting out, just take it slow. Take those base hits. You know, there is nothing wrong with starting out as a scalper, you know? Yeah, cheers, Goldilocks. Cheers. All right, let's see what happens here. This is starting to get to the point where I need to decide either if I'm going to add or if I'm going to take profits. If you quit, you'll never make it. I mean, true. True. If you quit, you'll never make it for sure. Just realize that when you do start out, more than likely, you're either going to start out and it's going to be easy trading for you and you're going to do really well right off the rip. Or B, wow, this is quite a little sell-off here. I'm not a huge fan of this. Not a huge fan of this at all. I'm going to go right below point of control at this point. This is heavy. I mean, that is aggressive. I just gave back $100 of profit in one little quick jaunt down. I mean, my goodness. Are you kidding me here? I mean, the only thing that makes sense is where my stop was, but this is so aggressive. Look at that. All my profit's gone. Holy. Yeah, forget that. No, I'm still in, Francois. I'm still in. I am still in. Okay, this is just too aggressive. I'm sorry. I'm putting my stop below this wick, and I'm out at 45 if it gets there. I'm gone. I'm not dealing with that. Way too aggressive. Invisible, you've done well the first half of evals. Nice. Yeah, that's what happens. Either you have beginners, what I'll call beginner's luck, and you think like you've got everything squared away and you're the best trader ever and you're just going to make millions of dollars. But inevitably what happens in the beginning is it's one type of market condition during a 3-month stretch, and then it flips, right? It just completely flips. And all of a sudden it feels like you don't even know how to trade anymore. Like you have no idea what you're doing. It's like, do I even remember how to make money in this market? Oh, I hope you're right, Indian Burn. I hope you're right. I mean, I'm not letting it come any lower. I can tell you that. I will be out. Indian Bird, you're 4 deep right now? 4 micros? Yeah, I'll stick to 1 for now until I get a little bit better grasp for what's going on here. I mean, that was aggressive. That was an aggressive pullback. Yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We are doing an account giveaway for a 50K TakeProfitTrader account this evening. We'll do the announcement in about an hour at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Exclamation point West in the chat will enter you into the drawing for that giveaway. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for watching me be a rookie on gold. I appreciate all of you. Chris, your stop was 41.45. So you literally got bottom ticked? T. Cooper, that's common? I mean, that was aggressive. That was an aggressive move. Yeah, Chris, that sucks. That's getting bottom ticked like that is crazy. When you're looking at volume profiles on any chart, what I'm looking for is for price to come into the mountain, so to speak, and to see what happens at the mountain, right? The high volume area. If like this would technically be a break and retest of this if you were using volume profile as support and resistance, right? And we bounced. So we went back to the top side. Does that mean it's going to hold on a second attempt? No, not necessarily. But that's a good sign that it bounced there and wasn't able to flow through to this side of the mountain, so to speak. Paul, that's nothing compared to the last few days. I don't know. That a 15-point move that quickly in 5 minutes on gold. Does gold move like that? That's crazy. Yeah, Albert, the point of control is where the most amount of volume on the session is conducted. So it's safe to assume that if price is moving to the top side of the point of control here, this yellow line, buyers are in control, vice versa to the downside. Evan, you've made hundreds of thousands of dollars off gold in the past 5 years. I mean, that's wild. That's a wild move. For those of you that are new to the channel, I'm normally trading NQ. I'm a Nasdaq trader. So this is brand new for me. I can tell you this. I won't be trading minis on gold for a little while. I can tell you that much. I do like the way that gold trends, though. Like, it's pretty trendy. So, I'm not opposed to that. It generally moves in one direction for a while. Mo, you like passing evals on gold? Yeah, you could probably pass them pretty quick, especially if they're 1 day to pass. Yeah, you could probably pass them really quick. Just put a little size on. As long as you're executing in the right areas, you should be able to pass relatively quickly, apparently. A lot of fake outs on gold. Tim, it's an Ohio State National Championship hoodie. Mo, you've done it with 1 to 4 minis, high risk, high reward. I'd imagine you trade minis on gold for the prop evals. Yeah, I'd imagine you could pass real quick. Hey, thanks for the subs, guys. I appreciate you. Did we hit 4.5K again? Let's see. We are 1 shy of the milestone right now, actually. We are sitting on 4,499 currently. So the next subscriber is going to be 4.5K. Let's see how many times we can celebrate that milestone. Well, happy kids, I was doing great in this position until it decided to nuke on me. Yeah, Renan, we're doing the giveaway tonight. Go get that 4.5K again for the second consecutive night. Let's see. Yep, we just hit 4.5K again. Just hit 4.5K. So we've done it on consecutive nights, guys. We've done it on consecutive nights. Indian Burn, this isn't looking so great right now. You really need this to hold here. Paul, every cab driver in New York talking about gold. Yeah. I mean, what is this? 4,150 an ounce? Is that what the price is denoting? I mean, granted, we're trading futures, so I don't know what the actual gold value is. But Chris, cue the unsubs. Yeah, last night it happened. Mass exodus after the giveaway. We were at, what were we at last night? We were at 4,504 when I ended the stream, I think. And I woke up this morning, we were at like 4,470 or something like that. No, it's all right. People come in for the giveaways. I understand that, right? I hope they stick around. I hope they like being here. I hope they like the community that we were building. But I realize that once you put giveaway on a thumbnail, you're going to get people that don't want to be here, that are just here for the giveaway, and that's fine. Graveyard, I'm getting botted. I mean, I guess that's possible too. I guess that's possible as well. No, we got a lot of new names in the chat though. What's up, Johan? Yeah, Sean. Lucid right now is 45% off the tests with code Wes. I think the 50Ks are like $75 or $74, something like that. Oh, cheers, Anthony. I'm probably gonna get stopped out here, guys. This is just so aggressive. Back down. I'm just not willing to give it all back. Albert, to maintain focus for a long time, take breaks is the best thing I can recommend. Definitely step away from your charts from time to time. My goodness. So many getting scammed. MFFU caught 10 people yesterday doing it with multiple entries. Yeah, it happened on the last Lucid giveaway that we did. They gave us a code for Graveyard Trades. They gave us a code, and somebody, I guess, figured out the codes that they were giving out and claimed all the free giveaways. So they gave us a separate, unique code to do the giveaway for somebody. All right, I got stopped out there. Chris, I guess the benefit of the Pro My Fun of Futures account is uncapped payouts. There's a cap of like 100,000 in payouts, but you don't have the consistency or anything like that built in at all. Flame, the cheapest prop? I mean, honestly, for evaluation or all-in cost, I guess that's the way you need to look at it, right? Because some people go really cheap evaluation costs, but then they have an activation fee once you pass. Others just have a one-time payment all in, no activation fee. So I guess when you add everything together, like to the evaluation and the funded stage, you're looking at some of the newer ones are really cheap, but you're looking at probably like My Fun of Futures or Lucid or Trade Day. Those three are probably the cheapest overall. TakeProfitTrader's right behind them. And then you go to like Apex, right? Well, Indian Burn, I'm glad I put my stop where it was. I'm not going to lie to you, brother. This thing just cratered on its face. I mean, we're at VWAP right now. We'll see what happens here, but man. Yeah, My Fun, like, for instance, Flame, right now Lucid has 45% off their tests, and it's $75 for a 50K. You can pass in a single day. My Fun of Futures is $73 at its cheapest after using the code. It's for the 50K core, but your payouts are kind of capped to $1,000 per request. Yeah, Romeo. I mean, you're right. I don't recommend trade. I can't, because I don't trust them. I can't recommend them. But you know, you guys do you. I don't want to be the one to tell you to trade with one or not trade with one. You know, I just personally don't. Alpha Futures, 50K all in is $67, Paul. Yeah, I haven't done much research into Alpha Futures. None of the new ones, really. The four that I recommend, that I know are reliable, trustworthy, you're going to get paid, are going to be Top Step, obviously. They're a little on the pricier side of things now with all the newcomers in the game. They're very limited on your trading platform. They only have one. TakeProfitTrader. I've never heard of anybody being denied a payout with them. Their customer service is not the greatest. So you will, if you have questions or if you have problems, they generally aren't quick in response. My Fun of Futures, super reliable. Haven't seen any denials there either from anybody that I know. Lots of different account options. Lucid is one of the newer ones that I do trust, that I haven't seen any denials yet. They're kind of along the lines of like a Top Step, except for I think they have a little bit better transition to a live account. Wildberries, am I giving away an account here tonight? Yes, I am, actually. We're giving away a 50K TakeProfitTrader account. Account evaluation. We'll do it at about 10:30. Exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into that drawing. You will need to be here when we do the drawing, though, in order to claim the prize. Just to give you a heads up. For those of you that are in the vertical format stream, there are 2 live streams going on right now. If you'd like to click on the other live stream on my channel, the one that doesn't have the word mobile in the title, it's a better viewing experience over on the 1920 by 1080 stream. That's where most people are hanging out at. So feel free to click on the other live stream and pop on over. Thanks, Wildberries. You can chill with me? Yeah, you can chill with all of us. Piter, yeah. Danny Boy 26241 won yesterday. Oh, Matt, you're good. You're good. Yeah, there's only one entry per person, so you don't there for those of you that like to spam chats, you don't need to spam. Yeah, graveyard trades. I really like My Fun of Futures. I really like My Fun of Futures. They I think they do it the right way for relatively cheap. Well, that kind of stinks that I got taken out of that trade. I don't know if I don't know if I'm interested in that same trade now. I mean, gold levels wise, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. I would prefer price to pull back to here first. Indian Burn, you still in your position? I get. Ooh, I didn't mean to move that. Let's do this. Yeah, that looks about right. We'll leave it there. George, you're 2K for the night? Nice. Nice. What am I up? I'm up like $80. I'm up $80 after one micro. Was up 200 at one point. Graveyard, I'm over here trading on gold at the full port. No, like the trading competitions just don't interest me. I feel like they encourage really bad trading habits, right? And I'm not the world's greatest trader. The likelihood of me winning one of those things is slim to none. There's really good traders in those competitions, you know, like Rocket Scooter Matt. The guy's a genius. Really high IQ guy, really good trader. Much better than me. So all it would be doing would be me YOLOing accounts, you know? And I don't want to get in that habit. Especially if I hit it big and then I'm encouraged to do that more consistently. Con Divergence Master. Yeah, you can copy trade on My Fun of Futures. You're allowed up to 5 accounts on My Fun of Futures. My Fun of Futures does move you to live relatively quickly, though. That is the one thing about them, is they move you to a live account after, I think it's your 5th payout. But yeah, plus those competitions, they take so much of your time, right? Away from real trading. Like, this is how I make my money. This is my job, you know? So I have to kind of like actually trade. Oh, GSXR, what do we mean by YOLO? It's an acronym for you only live once. It's where you put max position sizing on and risk as much money as you possibly can to try and make as much money as you possibly can. But yeah, when you hear people say YOLO, that's what they mean. You only live once. Yeah, Martin, it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to copy trade. I can't, it's getting hard to manage 11 funded accounts without copy trading. I feel like I ignore some of them too much. What's up, Tetsuo? How are you? Yeah, we were in a gold trade for a while there. I mean, we were in a gold trade for nearly 2 hours. But it's just 1 micro. I'm only trading 1 micro on gold. I have no idea what I'm doing on gold. Oh, you're good. Yeah, Lance, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking of like batching them in groups of either 2 or 3. Because it does become difficult. So generally what I do is I'll take a trade on one. And if it's a winner, I will move on to the next account. You know, so my days are like, on a lot of them, it's like $200 or $300 a day. And occasionally on one of them, I'll hit the runner that goes for 1,000 or 2,000. But most of them are just a lot of small green days. But it's becoming very difficult. Like I had to go on to one of my TakeProfitTrader accounts the other day and strictly flip a micro because I needed to. You have to trade at least once every 5 days on TakeProfitTrader, otherwise they close your account. So I had to go flip a micro. But yeah, it's becoming more difficult now. I can tell you this: I don't need any more accounts. Darko, so my trading platform has a copy trader built into it. So I can use my trading platform, but there's other apps out there that can do it for you. They're all paid services though, for the most part. Yeah, Marco, yeah, there's a time limit. There's a time limit on it for sure. You can't just like market in, market out kind of deal. You actually have to take a trade. What's up, Joel? How are you? I haven't selected the winner yet, Joel. We'll do it in about 45 minutes. We're going to do it at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Matt. So the 4 that I can recommend that I personally can say that they're trustworthy, that I've gotten payouts from, are going to be Top Step, My Funded Futures, TakeProfitTrader, and Lucid. There's probably other good ones out there, right? Bet! Exclamation point, Joel. There's probably other good ones out there. I just haven't tried them out. I know Trade Day is reliable as well. Trade Day has been around for a while. I haven't ever traded with them, so I can't personally say, hey, yeah, they're great. But that would be the next one that I'm going to give a shot to, is probably going to be Trade Day. Cameron, Lucid's trading rules don't bother me because of the way that I trade. Right? People that are looking for that instant gratification, the quick payouts, go with a firm like TakeProfitTrader or Trade Day. They have day one payouts. Daily payouts. But if you're looking for the slow build of an account, you know, like you normally would with a personal account, I would go. I like Lucids. I don't think they're bad. What trading platform am I using? Oh, Darko, you're fine. You ask away. Ask as many questions as you'd like. If I know the answer, I will answer. I promise. Providing I see the question. I'm trading on Quantower. I use Quantower trading platform. Zabak, nobody has issues with Trade Day? Yeah, they've been around a long time. They've been in the game a while. What's up, Design Up? I just got trailed out of my trade. I let it come back on me way too far. Actually, Darko, here, I'll type the name of my trading platform in the chat there for you. No, guys, if you're new here and have questions, feel free to ask them. I know when you go into other streamers' streams and you're asking questions, you get ignored or you get yelled at. That won't happen here. I promise. I remember how it felt being a beginning trader and trying to ask questions and learn and just made to feel stupid or ignored. And it doesn't feel good. So I don't want you to feel that way here. Ask as many questions as you want, even if they're dumb. Yeah, Graveyard Trades. Trade Day has two options too, don't they? They have three different kinds of accounts. They have intraday, which is the cheapest version. Then they have end of day trailing, and then they also have static drawdown too, right? So they have three different options for your trailing drawdown. Darko, you're more Forex trader and trading oil? Okay. The grind in the moment. Let me see. Let me go back up. The red line on the book. So the darker the color of these lines that you see over here on Dom's surface, the grind in, it just means the larger the order, the more volume that's sitting there. So there's 287 orders sitting at 25,349. So the darker the color, the more volume. That's what that means. Gold is about to print 3 black crows on the 15-minute. Oh, no. How to beat intraday trailing drawdown on TakeProfitTrader. So, aviation edits. I'll answer your question here in a second, I promise. JA or JA. Intraday trailing, the way that I do it is I just tight trail my stop until I'm past trailing. Other people go max size and just try to get past trailing with one momentum move. It's really up to you. On TakeProfitTrader, all my TakeProfitTrader accounts started out as 25Ks because it's a 1-to-1. Your drawdown is 1,500. Your profit target is 1,500. Once you're past the trailing, that's the tightest trailing that you can have on those accounts. So I started with all the 25Ks. I feel like they're the best value, if you're asking me. Aviation edits. Are you on Quantower? Yes, I am on Quantower. Do I use footprint charts, and is Quantower reliable? Quantower is very reliable, and yes, I do have footprint charts. This is a Delta footprint chart. So yes, to answer all your questions. And German Copacabana, are those support and resistance levels? Yes, they are. So they're SR levels that I've drawn on my charts. I do them on all symbols. This is the Nasdaq. But I'm a levels guy. I draw levels on my charts. It's where I like to execute from. Darko, I'm not the world's greatest trader. I have 4.5 years experience, right? Yes, I'm profitable, but I'm not one of these multi-millionaire traders. I'm no guru. I don't sell any courses or mentorships, I just provide a nice safe space for traders to come and hang out and ask questions and have a good time. Aviation edits. My main setups are like bull flag, bear flags at the level. So in other words, like break and retests. To either side, whether it's going down, I'd prefer to see a level get broken to the downside and then a retest of the level for another move late for another leg down. Vice versa to the top side. Break above the level, come back, retest it, get long, targeting the next level above. This trade did work out for a while. It just didn't quite get to the area of interest for me. But my strategy is really simple, right? I remember when I started trading, I went down the indicator rabbit hole and it just didn't work out for me. Aviation, do I find the footprint useful? I've never been a real big study on the footprint charts. So what you're seeing on my footprint charts, you've got total volume and cumulative volume delta on the right hand side. Cumulative delta on the right hand side. So that's what you're seeing actually. So difference in buyers and sellers, total volume traded at said price. Rich Go Mel West, when you pass an account, how long do you usually give yourself to get through the buffer? I find myself rushing and blowing funded accounts. As long as it takes, honestly, Rich Go Mel, because once you're in the funded stage, the key is to hold on to that account for as long as possible, right? So I give myself as long as it takes. Don't rush the process would be my recommendation. Juan, I trade on Quant Tower trading platform. Quant Tower. That is probably the most asked question in my streams, to tell you the truth, because not a lot of people use Quant Tower, and everybody says it looks so clean. I love the trading platform. It's really nice, really easy to use, really customizable as well. Flame, please explain the green and red bubbles on the right. So you're looking at aggressive buyers and sellers over here. So these are the people that are marketing, pretty much market orders. Is what you're seeing here in real time. Yeah, cheers, Juan. Quant Tower is amazing. Yeah, with the props, it's usually one of the free options available. But yeah, Flame, the red and green bubbles are your aggressive buyers and sellers. What I'm using these for is when it comes into a level. Let me find a one here. When it comes into a level, what I'm looking for over here is for, like, say we were coming down like it did right here. I'd be looking for a lot of big red bubbles here coming down into this level, and for the big red bubbles not to be able to push price through this level to the downside. And a passive buyer to step in and defend and push price higher. So that's what I would be looking for. I hope that makes sense, right? I know a lot of you are new. I'm trying to explain it as beginner friendly as possible without using a lot of big words. Yes, exactly. Absorption, exhaustion, whatever term you use to define it. Oh, nice, Tom. Congratulations. Yeah, a lot of people have reached out to me in DM thanking me a lot for introducing them to Lucid. Lucid's one of the newer props. They're great. They're great. If you guys are interested, they do have a free Discord as well that you can join. Their CEO's very active in their Discord. He seems like he's on top of it. Those are Skittles, T. Cooper says. Yeah, they're Skittles. They're pieces of candy that just print on my charts. Well, the grind in the moment, we don't really know where the passive sellers are. So your passive buyers and sellers are going to be usually on the books over here, right? Sometimes they're hidden. They'll throw up their order late. Taste the rainbow. I know everybody gets they're like, oh sweet Bookmap, and it's not really Bookmap. I mean it's Quantower's version of Bookmap, right? Yeah, Tom, they're on top of their game. I think they do the proper. I think they're the up and comer. They're probably that next one that makes that next leap into the Top Step, Apex, My Funded Futures realm of prop firms. The red line on the other chart, on this one? Is that what you're talking about? This red line? Okay, so here's what I want you guys to understand first and foremost is A, the orders on the books. We don't know if these are buyers or sellers. The only way that we're going to be able to tell that is with time and sales, right? Or a footprint chart, right? Being able to see the difference in buyers or sellers when price trades that where that order's resting. That's the only way that we're going to be able to tell whether it's a buyer sitting here or a seller sitting here. We don't know that. Like, we don't know what that order is that's sitting there. You won't know that until price trades there. Sid, no, I'm not in any trade right now. I was just in a gold long. I got trailed out. Wow, am I glad I got out of that trade. Holy. Now, the question is on gold here, guys, is are we going to triple bottom and stay range bound, or are we going to get the flush? T. Cooper, yeah, TakeProfitTrader has rhythmic connections. So any rhythmic connection, you'll be able to trade on Quantower. If I really get into the cluster options, I will have a holy cow moment. Oh, cheers, Sid. Yeah, and it's not just me. Like, there's much better traders in my community than me. And if I don't know the answers to every question out there, like, I'm not the world's greatest trader. I don't know everything. I'll never claim to be that. But there more than likely is somebody in our community that will be able to answer any question that you have. If you guys are interested, we do have a free trading Discord as well. It's called Level Up. Link in the description down below the video. We don't sell any courses, mentorships, or signal services or anything. It's entirely free. Feel free to join it. There's traders hanging out in there most of the day. Overnight, it gets a little quiet because most are American traders. But feel free to join the Discord as well. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, exactly. AMP, you can start a personal account, and they give you the free license. Edge clears my broker. They give me a full license to Quantower as well. So if you have a personal account and you like the trading platform, you like what you see, Quantower is generally one of those platforms that's free. Full license. Pavel, if you reset the pro, like if you pay the huge absorbent fee, you go right back into the funded. I think the 50Ks are like just under $500 to reset a funded on TakeProfitTrader. All right, guys, we got about 25 minutes till we're going to do the giveaway. Yikes. I don't know if I'm going to catch another trade here tonight. Even NQ is kind of just hanging out again, back and forth. I think this is just going to turn into the slow grind higher. Stair step up. Yeah, Matt, that is the one downside, right? With Quantower is they don't have a mobile platform. I wish it's something that they would work on. They don't really have that option. You have to use RTrader in order to use mobile services. Which we all know how our trader is, right? The mobile app on our trader is lacking. Yamaha, I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point on Nas, for me to get short, right? And this is just me. I would need to see a reclaim, a fall back to like 180-ish, come back up and retest like 230 here, and reject in order for me to even consider a short. And that's just me. I would rather see confirmation of downside rather than trying to pick a top near all-time highs. I've been that person before. I've been that trader before, and I have suffered for it. So I learned my lesson. I'm not going to get wrecked like that again. Not this guy. Or that. Or wait for a Trump tweet. Yeah, that's right. Gold's about to flush. I don't know. Maybe down to 4,080, you think, Indian Burn? Or are you thinking even lower? Are you thinking like 39, like 3950? Oh, Sid, no, trading is my full-time occupation. I just stream at night. So I trade during the New York session. I just go live on YouTube at night. But this is how I make my money. Yes, it's a grind right now. I would like to get to the point where, you know, it would benefit my channel to stream during regular trading hours during the New York session. It would be very beneficial for my sleep pattern. But as of right now, it doesn't make sense for me to do it. I end up with 30 people watching, and it actually hurts my channel at this point to do it. So I've got to wait until the channel grows a little bit more before we make that kind of pivot. Plus a lot of the people here only trade at night too, so I feel like I would be alienating a lot of my my viewers and the community if I was to do that. Yeah, Sith. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, I would feel bad. I'm sure initially what would have to happen is I would have to live stream during, you know, regular trading hours and globex session. Happy Kids, no, I used to stream the New York Open when I first started my YouTube channel, but I was streaming in front of, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was like 15 to 20 people for about 7 months. It wasn't until I started streaming the overnights, the Asia sessions, when my channel started taking off. I mean, I said it last night. In June of this year, a couple months back, we had 600 subscribers. And now we have, well, let's see. Let's see, what are we at now? We're at 4,512 subscribers currently. So there's only like 2 traders worth watching at night, Sith. Yeah, not a lot do. I know Stock Tiger streams at night. I know Pine. Well, Pine doesn't really stream at night. Pine Pre-Traders streams like 6 to 8. So he streams the reopen. And then I come live at like 8:30. And then Red Candles streams. Well, I think he starts at 9:30 p.m. and he goes till like 1 a.m. Yeah, Pine's a good dude. Pine's a good dude. When did I start doing giveaways? Wildberries? It's been fairly recently. So the way the giveaways work Hey, thanks, Avi. Appreciate you. I see you. The way the giveaways work is it's you guys using the code Wes at the different props when you purchase accounts, and it's kind of like a it's like a commission structure, like a commission sales job. You hit certain sales targets, and they give you free accounts to give away to your community. Does that make sense? So these guys that have tons of giveaways to do, you know they're making a killing on affiliates. And you know that I'm really not, because I'm not hitting those targets. The infrequency of the giveaways says it all. But I don't really pump my affiliate codes either. Like, I'm not plastering my live stream with the affiliate codes, making it feel like a sales pitch, because that's not what it's about really for me. But I would like to be able to give you guys back. And yes, it does help. It does support the channel when you use code Wes. But it's not like I'm making Patrick Whelan money over here either. Yeah, Adam, I think that is honestly probably what's going to set me apart, is the fact that I'm not an affiliate pusher, you know? I just don't... I don't want this to be a space where you guys feel like stuff is being shoved down your throat, you know? Yeah, they do convergence. It's like My Fun of Futures, for instance. It's like a percentage, a very small percentage of the cost is what it is. And maybe that's just for me because I'm not a huge channel, you know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the guys that you see doing tons of giveaways, they're making good money. They're making good money. All right, Darko. Yeah, I live stream Sunday through Thursday, starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard every night. So feel free to pop back in. Pleasure meeting you as well. Yeah, Lance. I mean, obviously the channel grows. Obviously, I'll probably make a little bit more, for sure. There is money to be made there. There's no doubt about it. That's why I told you guys, if you guys have small streamers that you like that have affiliate codes, use those, even if it's not mine, right? Like, use those codes. What's the profit tonight, Juicebox? I'm up like $80 on one gold trade. I was up like a little over 200 on the position at one point. I don't know why it's not printing. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing. It's not showing on my account info window either. Hey, Sid, thank you. Sid, if you link your YouTube account to your Discord profile, you'll have access to my pre-market trading plans on the Nasdaq each morning and level up Discord. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Yeah, Lance, I mean, I can definitely see now that I've, you know, had codes for a couple months, I can see why those guys just sling massive size around, right? Thanks, Flame. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What's up, Dom? No, thank you guys. I mean, the reason my channel's growing is because of you. I can't thank you all enough for tuning in each night. Can't thank you all enough for the love and support. We got about 15 minutes until we're going to do the 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway. So make sure, if you haven't yet, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. And exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into that drawing that we will do live on stream here in about 15 minutes. It's all entertainment and the cost is irrelevant, Lance. You'd have 20 Apex. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm an average trader. I'm one of you guys, you know. I'm an average trader. Yes, I'm profitable. Yes, this is how I make my living. But like I said, I'm not making millions off my trading. I can teach you what I know. I don't know everything there is to know. I'll never claim to be that. There are better traders in my community than me. So, I thank you all for the love and support, man. It means a lot. It really does. Oh, thanks, Juicebox. Appreciate you. Yeah. For those of you that are new, I live stream every Sunday through Thursday. Starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. We normally go till about 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes we end it a little bit earlier. Wildberries, who is my mentor? I don't really have a mentor. I'll be honest with you. I kind of do my own thing. I try not to, I don't really know what's going on in like the streamer trading world or anything like that. I don't watch other live streams. I try to not have so much noise in my head when I'm trading during the New York session, you know? And I've also come to realize that my analysis is pretty good and I need to trust it. And when I'm watching other people trade while I'm trading, it adds that doubt when they're seeing something different. So I just tune it all out during the New York session. I usually make my money in an hour or two and I'm done, you know? Do I think you can be profitably trade using just TopStack apps? What they have available. Most traders use other confluences. I mean, Tassiro, I'll be honest with you. As long as your risk management is good, you can be a bad trader and still be profitable, but you have to be disciplined and you have to have good risk management, right? Like, at the end of the day, trading is a risk management game. It's a numbers game. You got to be willing to accept small red days and you got to be willing to accept small green days. The banger trades are going to come. Right? Think about it. If you hit 3 trades for 50 points on a month on the Nasdaq, that's $3,000+ as long as you are break even the rest of the time. And when you look at it that way, that's a full-time income. $3,000 is more than most people make out there right now. To be fair, $3,000 a month. So at the end of the day, it's more about risk management and self-discipline than it is about skill, right? Skill comes over time. The guys that you see online have 10, 15, sometimes 20 years of experience trading the markets. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a slow process. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You're going to lose trades. Everybody loses. It's just about limiting your downside. So you want my honest advice? That's the one thing that you should work on more so than learning a new strategy or doing anything like that. Work on your risk management first is what I would do. Look at that fat skittle at the top of the move. Yeah, so there was a passive seller sitting up to here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There was a passive seller sitting up here that was able to thwart the momentum of the aggressive buyers, and price came back down. Granted, this is on a much smaller scale. Hey, thanks, Brad. Appreciate you. Roger, I would say after passing a 50K, you're looking at no more than 2 to 3 micros starting out. If you're going to do it safe and do it smart. I would say 2 to 3 micros to start. Generally, the standard is for every $1,000 in profit that you have in your account, they recommend 1 micro. So once you hit 1,000, you could put on 2. That's a little slow for me, but it's smart. Yeah, man, it's true. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's a risk management thing more so than it is a skill. Like, yes, you got to know what you're doing somewhat, right? Like, you can't just click buy or sell and go, okay, this is my bracket order, right? You got to know where to execute from. But the most important thing is trading is limiting your downside and learning to accept that every day's you're not gonna make thousands every day, right? Like, I don't make thousands every day. Today I made $800, right? What do I think is a good daily loss limit and daily profit target for a 50K account? Okay, so I'm of the mindset, don't limit your upside. On a 50K account, if say you have 50% consistency, go ahead and shoot for that 1500. The one thing I will say is don't allow a green day to ever go red. So if your first trade is positive, make sure that you're at least ending the day up $100 or whatever it is. Downside risk, ignore the daily loss limit, make it much lower than what they set that daily loss limit at. So if your daily loss limit is $1,000, set that daily loss limit at like $300, right? But you have to have the discipline to walk away after you're down $300 and just accept the small red day. That's the hardest thing, is being like, okay, I'm down 300. I can make this back with 15 points on the Nas, one mini, and then you go for another one, and then you're 300 down. You know, another 300 down. And it just compounds. Like, the goal with these things, guys, is to not necessarily the evaluations, because some of us are in the mindset, hey, let's just get through the evaluation, right? Like, a lot of us approach them a little bit differently than a beginning trader should. But the goal is to keep the account for as long as possible, right? Like, technically, you have a month before a rebill on these evaluations. So take your time. There's no reason to rush it. Zero reason to rush through it if you're just starting out and just learning and trying to put your skin in the game for the first time. Marina, would I recommend trading the Russell 2000? Yeah, RTY is a good... I'm not really good at it, but on the future side of things, the Russell's not bad. I mean, this is the Russell right here. This is RTY, which is Russell Index Futures. You can make good money on the Russell. This is YM. This is the Dow Jones Futures right here. This is a good symbol to start out on too. But I would say ES and YM, if you're just getting into futures, those are probably the two symbols that I would focus on. They have more volume traded on those two symbols than the Nas does. Okay, I ignored you. You seem to lose it all of it, and then make it back every night, Blair. Yeah, that happens too. Lance, usually when people are talking about percentages, they're talking about account balance, like total balance. So on a 50K, you don't look at it as a $50,000 account, right? You look at it as a $2,000 account, because that's technically what your account size is. You have $2,000 to lose, and you need to make $3,000 before you lose that $2,000, right? Weren't you saying just full pour it into metals just last week? All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes here till we're going to do that account giveaway. So if you haven't yet, Exclamation point Wes in the chat will enter you into that drawing. We'll do the announcement here in about 4 minutes or so. So get your entries in. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I realize it's been a little slow night in the markets. I anticipated it being a little bit slow. Gold moved around a little bit there for a while. Let's see, we almost got 200 people in here right now. So, welcome to the channel, everybody that's new. Like I said, my name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. I live stream every Sunday through Thursday starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you find value here. I hope you enjoy the streams. I hope you enjoy the community. Also, if you guys are interested, we do have a free trading Discord. It's called Level Up. Link in the description down below the video, or exclamation point Discord in the chat. We'll provide a link for that Discord. I thank you all for hanging out tonight. Got a few minutes here. I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to kick this fan on real quick before we do this giveaway. All right, 184 people in here. Yeah, Tom, I was the same way. Went down the indicator rabbit hole. We all did, I think, when you first start, because that's what's shoved in your face. It's either that or ICT strategy, right? Jimmy, need a shirt or hat for Wesley's OnlyFans. I know. I know someone asked me if I have any merch or anything like that. I don't have any merch. You guys know how expensive it is to drop merch? Like, it would have to be on like a pre-order basis. Like, even to do like hats or t-shirts is fairly expensive. Yeah, Graveyard. When I say break even, it's always in profit. I consider anything less than $100 a break even for me. You know, need a glizzy snuggie. Yeah, that's Goose's thing. I can't steal Goose's. I can't steal Goose's merch. Yeah, Lance, but that's what's force fed down newer traders' throats. That's all you see. Like all these streamers trade ICT for the most part. The majority of them, they all sell a course that teaches ICT concepts, charge thousands upon thousands of dollars for it too, and you can learn it for free. ICT puts it out there for free. It's crazy. It's a crazy little niche we're in, isn't it? $13.85 on the first day. Yeah, that's great. Why would you not stop there? That's great. $13.85 on the first day of the 50K challenge. Yeah, that's great. ICT equals I can't trade. Tori's trend lines is only 10K. Yeah, I mean the stuff that's why I will never sell I'm not a good enough trader to sell a signal service or mentorship. Everything that you learn from me is going to be free. I will answer the questions that I know how to answer, and if I don't know the answer, I will tell you that as well. I'm not going to sit here and make up something just to fill a void or make myself seem smarter than what I am, because I'm not the smartest guy out there. All right, guys, it is officially 10:30, so last chance to get your entry in for the 50K Take Profit Trader account giveaway that we were about to do. Thanks for tuning into the stream tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Everybody that's new here, welcome to the channel. Let's pull this giveaway over. All right, we have 129 people entered into the giveaway. So last chance for all you latecomers to the stream. Exclamation point West will get you in. We are selecting the winner in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Autumn 9. Autumn 9 Labs, type something in the chat. Congratulations, you are the winner of the 50K Take Profit Trader account. Is Autumn here? We'll give it a minute, guys. I promise. I know Autumn was here earlier. I know Autumn was here. I know Autumn was here. I mean, I'll give it 2 minutes this time. We'll give it another minute longer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Those of you that are asking questions in the chat, I will answer the questions when we get done with the giveaway here, I promise. I'll get back to the chat. I'll scroll through and see if there were any questions. We might be reselecting here, guys. I'm going to give it another couple minutes here. But we might be reselecting the winner. Autumn 9 Labs, if you're here, we need you to type something in the chat in the next 20 seconds. Well, guys, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I guess we'll re-roll. All right, well, we're going to select another winner. Apple ATM. Apple ATM. You are the winner of a 50K Take Profit Trader account. Type something in the chat. We'll give you a couple minutes to respond as well. See, guys, this is why I said you got to be here. You got to be here for it. Because in order to claim the prize, you have to type something in the chat. Well, we might be selecting again. I'll give it another minute. This stream could go on a while. The giveaway could go on a while. I know, this is where everybody goes, you can just give it to me. I swear. Just give it to me. While we're waiting to see if they respond here. The caveat to Take Profit Trader giveaways is it does give you the free evaluation. However, if you do pass the evaluation or test, as they call it, you will need to pay the $130 activation fee. Unfortunately, we found that out last time we did these giveaways. I did not know that. I thought it was an entirely free account, but I do want to preface all this by saying that. Unfortunately, that's completely out of my control. Apple ATM. Need you to type something in the chat. All right, guys. We're re-rolling for Sean. Sean, are you here? Oh, there it is. All right, Sean. Congratulations, brother. You got a free 50K Take Profit Trader evaluation. Congratulations. Exclamation point Wes. Oh, that's funny. Congrats, Sean. Sean, DM me on Discord, brother. We'll get you all squared away. That account they probably won't credit your account until tomorrow, but we'll get all your information so that they can credit your account with that giveaway. Congrats, Sean. Happy we could do that for you. It's amazing. All right, let's see here. It looks like the markets have come to a screeching halt once again. Kind of slow night tonight. I'm probably going to call it there for the evening, guys. I'm going to get to bed early tonight. Autumn is 8, aka Grumpy. I'm just going back through the chat here. Oh, man, that's funny. Hey, Sean, I'll reach out here when I get done with the stream. I'm gonna bail here. Guys, it's looking like it might be a slow grind higher on NQ. Gold's looking like it's kind of sideways for the meantime as well. Good luck trading the rest of the night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Everybody that's new here, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. We got an amazing community here. Lots of good traders in here. Feel free to ask any questions, no matter how dumb they may seem. Feel free to ask those questions. Hopefully we have the answers to that you're looking for. I can't thank you all enough for joining me on this ride. We are now at 4,500 and, well, we just lost a sub, but 4,524 subscribers. I'm sure we'll wake up below 4,500 again. But thank you to everybody new. If you're just finding me for the first time, my name is Wes. Welcome to my channel. I live stream every Sunday through Thursday starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. We normally go till about 10:30 or 11. Good luck the rest of the way tonight, guys. Good luck tomorrow. Heavy news tomorrow morning. Be careful. We do have CPI pre-market. We've got services PMI, and we have Michigan sentiment. So just be on alert for all that. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all on Sunday evening. All right? Peace.